Um, yeah. Well, and that'll happen a lot. And 10 cents is actually pretty cheap for one click. Um, so what I can do to change this, um, I can change. What I can say is, okay, I'm gonna Google. I will the most, and this is getting in more to the default bid. Max CPC means maximum cost per click. And what that means is, in layman's terms, the most I want to spend, the most I want to pay Google anytime somebody clicks on one of my ads is X. Whether it's 10 cents, 50 cents, $50. Believe it or not, there are some people that will pay Google like $20 or more for one click on one of their ads. That's very high end stuff you're talking about, obviously, and in most cases you don't want anything near that. So I'm going to type in, just for example, the most I want to pay is 50 cents. Content bid, that actually should not be showing up. But that's showing up right now because I was not a good little boy like we talked about in yesterday's presentation. I've not disabled the content network like I should have, which is why this is showing up. So you can basically ignore that. Since you're going to be disabling the content network, you're not going to see this field, so no big deal. So I'm going to hit Save Changes. And again, you might ask, well, how do I figure out how much I want to offer for one click? How do I determine what to set that max CPC price at? I guess basically my answer is it's kind of unfortunately outside the scope of this simple campaign that we want to do today. You can go into a lot of detail and do a lot of research on it, or you can basically say, this is what I feel comfortable paying starting out, so let's start there. And understand with all these things, you can change them on the fly. I just made this change to 50 cents. I can go right back in and say, actually, Google, on second thought, I only want to pay you a quarter at most, and save it. There's nothing in Google that says you can only make so many changes per day, per hour, per minute, per month, anything like that. You can change this stuff on the fly. So, when in doubt, take your best guess at it, or what you feel is the most you want to pay starting out, since you don't have any experience with it in your market so far, and then adjust things as you go along. Again, there's really a science to setting a good max CPC, but it's outside the scope of our simple little course that we're doing here. Okay, so that's got us pretty well set up for this first campaign, which is just a general campaign on health insurance in general in St. Louis. And by the way, tomorrow is where we're going to talk about writing the actual ad that's going to appear on Google. Today we're just configuring that, this ad group that we're working with, and setting up the keywords for it that the ad's going to appear on. Tomorrow we'll get in depth talking about how, writing the ad. So don't worry, that part will come, but we're not going to cover it today. Okay, so this is giving you a pretty good idea of how to set up the keywords on your very first ad. But you can create tons and tons of different ads, and actually that's definitely something that I recommend doing, because you want to have, not all ads are going to speak the same to all people. Like somebody that's looking for health insurance in general is going to be attracted to one type of ad, whereas somebody who's looking for affordable health insurance you really should write a different type of ad that appeals more to their frugal nature, and then somebody that's looking for health insurance quotes, they're in a different mindset, so they should get a different ad. Let's see, what's another good example? Oh, well, pet health insurance. If you offer that, you don't want to add, you want to write a more specific ad to somebody who's looking for pet health insurance. And the nice thing about Google is they allow you to do that. They allow you to build a lot of different ads so you can cater your ads directly to what people are looking for. So let me give you one more example of that today. Let's go ahead and build something for affordable health insurance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is say create new ad group, and we're going to name this affordable. And I'll click continue. And very nice of Google to pop up the defaults of what I've written for the ad in the past. Again, we're going to cover writing the ad tomorrow, so I'm just going to leave these defaults. Okay, so here's the gist of what we want to talk about. The keywords for this ad. This is the ad. Again, it's going to be targeting people that are looking for affordable health insurance. So we're going to type in some of those keywords. So we're going to say affordable St. Louis health insurance, affordable St. Louis health insurance, and affordable St. Louis health insurance. And again, we're going to do our little trick of doing the phrase match and exact match. So we're going to type it in this way, and we're going to type it in this way. And I'll save you the pain of watching me type out the other ones, and just tell you I would still write out the exact and phrase match ways for these two as well. But for the purpose of saving time, let's go ahead and move forward. Hit continue. And again, let's tell Google that the most we want to pay is 25 cents for a click on this ad. And again, you shouldn't see this if you were, if you followed the directions from yesterday. Look at me, I can't even follow my own directions. But if you disable the content network, you're not even going to see this. So we'll just pretend that's not there. Okay, and then you're simply going to confirm what you created and say save ad group. And it takes you into the overview of your affordable ad group. If you click back on campaign number 1, you can see both your original ad and this new ad that we just created, the affordable health insurance ad. And basically you can just go down the line and build out ads for as many different ones that apply to you as possible. And again, this is kind of like, kind of like a lot of things with Google AdWords. There's, you can do it this most basic way, but there's also a real art and science to, building different ads and how to organize them and arrange them, which is unfortunately, again, outside the scope of this simple course that we're doing today. But this at least gives you a good starting point and knowledge of where you can take things from here. So let's wrap things up for today. Tomorrow we'll talk about writing your ads, but that pretty much does it for today. Again, this is Matt with Internet Profit Consultants. I thank you very much for listening and watching this video, and I will see you back here again tomorrow for day number 5.